Hi everyone, I'm Chris Hernandez with City Communications, and this is the Weekly Report. Everyone loves a birthday party, right? Well, KC Streetcar threw a big birthday party for the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum and our favorite star, Buck O'Neil.
We're celebrating what would be the late great Buck O'Neil's 109th birthday.
I'm really honored to be here to be part of the 100th anniversary of Negro League Baseball and also what would be the 109th birthday of Buck O'Neil. It's really kind of neat to think back to those days where Buck and I interacted so many times when I was a player, all the tips I got from him. And the one thing that he always wanted to tell me, when you get into August and you only have 2 days off and it's 90 degrees every day and you play a lot of games, you always need self-checks to make sure you're giving 100%. So he would always say, I've got my stopwatch on you today, and as long as he said that, I knew that whatever I gave that day was all I had, because I know if I sloughed off any, he'd let me know.
It's amazing sometimes when you follow Frank White and giving a speech, because a lot of us have Buck O'Neil stories. Not many of us have Buck O'Neil stories where he says, oh yeah, he was giving me advice on something, and then I was able to deploy it in a professional baseball game. So we are excited to have a number of legends from our community, Frank White among them, and we are certainly excited here to celebrate the life, the legacy, and the impact of Buck O'Neil.
Typically there would be a birthday bash, and for over a decade, Buck used his birthday to help raise money and awareness for his museum. After his passing, we continued that tradition. And again, the coronavirus was dampening all of those plans, but lo and behold, our friends from Ride KC stepped in and came up with this brilliant idea to honor Buck, to remember the legendary Kansas City Monarchs, and to pay tribute to the 100th anniversary of the birth of the Negro Leagues with this very special dedicated streetcar, metro bus, and a fleet of bicycles that all pay tribute to the Negro Leagues, and so the celebration continues.
City Council members have launched a new initiative to help small businesses, and they want to hear from you.
Which is why we're really excited to launch this initiative called Small Business, Big Voice. A very, I think, unique and exciting public-private partnership between AltCap, the City of Kansas City, Missouri, Council members Park Shaw, Boo, and Bunch, and the city's KC BizCare. Small Business, Big Voice is a series of listening sessions intended to help the city and resource providers like AltCap and KC BizCare better understand the needs of our small business community during this pandemic and what businesses need now to survive and grow from this experience. We launched a $5 million COVID-19 relief loan fund for small businesses. We were actually a PPP lender, ensuring that minority-owned businesses receive their fair share of PPP relief funds. And so we're excited now to go back to the small business that we've worked with, and we've made hundreds of relationships with small businesses throughout this year, and hear from them and understand exactly the struggles and challenges that they face this year, and hopefully use that information to inform a more meaningful, people-based economic development approach going forward, so we can help rebuild our economy, support small businesses, and really unleash the power of our entrepreneurial spirit here in Kansas City.
I encourage entrepreneurs throughout the city from every industry to participate in at least one listening session, if not all. Small businesses are critical to the health of the Kansas City economy, and as a small business owner, I want to do my part to cultivate a supportive environment for small businesses here in Kansas City.
Throughout the last few months, my colleagues and I have passed several ordinances that attempt to help small businesses as they react to a changing way of delivery of services necessitated by the pandemic. But as we've had these internal conversations, one thing has been clear. As we move forward, the voices of small businesses must be heard. We need to better understand what you need to do to grow your businesses, what you need to survive the pandemic as we emerge and grow stronger and better. The goal of our listening tour is to better understand the needs of local small businesses and to ensure that we are providing the support that you need to succeed. And while our discussions are focused on COVID-related issues, we want to make sure that we are listening to the issues that will outlive our current situation.
So I'm here to kind of to ask you for your participation, because in the long term, the outcome of this initiative right here is to get data. People know me as a data-driven person who looks at information and as evidence for things that need to be improved or ways that we can help. And so the city, while we are not we're experiencing our own challenges right now, financially speaking, in the midst of the pandemic. We know many of our small businesses are also hurting. We want to be a resource for you all. And so the purpose of this initiative is to get that information from you all. How can we help you? And so looking at that data in the long run is going to help us craft the future and the future strategies for building an even stronger local small business culture here in Kansas City.
I run our KC BizCare office. We are extremely excited to partner with AllCap and our council members on this listening tour. Our role will be to support the listening tour through a survey where we can collect that data, like Councilman Bunch wanted to see. We are really excited about collecting the data, getting a better understand the lay of the land through this survey and what our businesses need. The hope is that we use this data to create a small business agenda and help to utilize our entrepreneurial resource organizations that we partner with to get the resources or the immediate needs that our businesses have right now, especially in COVID-19. We're excited to announce that we are launching our virtual one-stop shop, or a new website for KC BizCare, which will host information about the listening sessions where you can sign up. You can also fill out the survey will rest on this page. With this website, there are a wealth of other tools that our small businesses can take advantage of. Information about grants, tax guides, how to procure with the city or do business with the city. Over the next year, we'll be curating this site to provide the resources and to connect our businesses with the resources that they need to be resilient in COVID-19. We're asking our entrepreneurs in every sector and every industry to attend the listening session and take the survey. The survey is vitally important to collect that data that we need to understand the needs of our small businesses right now.
The first virtual listening session takes place Wednesday, November 18th at 6 p.m. The next is Wednesday, December 2nd, also at 6 p.m. And the third is Saturday, January 9th at 10:30 a.m. City staff is supporting this work through our BizCare Center. You can find information to attend the online sessions and to take a survey by going to the BizCare website at bizcare.kcmo.gov. You've seen the news about the surging number of COVID cases in Kansas City, and our leaders are taking action. New restrictions have been issued by the mayor and our health director, Dr. Archer. In addition to masking up both inside and out, it's time to change your holiday travel plans, and it's also time, Kansas City, to stay safer at home. For all of the latest coronavirus information, including the FAQs and the new executive order, just go to our website at kcmo.gov/coronavirus. Did you know that we publish a magazine twice a year? It's called KCMOre, and it is available now. It gives you a behind-the-scenes look at what's happening inside city departments. You can also keep up with the latest city news and information on our YouTube channel, or check out Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and our Instagram pages. Go to kcmo.gov/social, and there you will see links to all of our social media accounts. And that's the weekly report. I'm Chris Hernandez, City Communications Director. Stay tuned, because up next we have some other great videos, including a trip to Winterfest. And remember, mask up, Kansas City. Stay safe.
All out here celebrating the arrival of the mayor's Christmas tree. I think this is just an amazing time for Kansas City that recognizes, even in a challenging year, our traditions remain. This has not been an easy year for anyone's family in Kansas City, anybody's business, and certainly not for those of us in government. But it's nice to celebrate something on a beautiful, clear day in Kansas City. And I think it kind of shows the continuity we have. This speaks to the fact that we're going to persevere again, and we're going to continue to have our traditions. And we all know Christmas trees symbolize a lot more than the tree itself. It's our community, it's our families, it's really the love we all get to share.
Ho, ho, ho! I'm Santa Claus. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a safe and happy holiday. There's a place of wonder, not like any other, on a 1-mile stretch through our trees, in the middle of the city, on a hill in Swope Park, where the young and the old still believe. The lights and the magic, the candy, the elves, a treat of fancy like you have never seen. The elves call it winter magic. You must see it to believe it. It's a Christmas miracle from a dream. Now, be sure to bring your letters, because I'll check the mailbox from time to time. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
So we're out at Waterworks Park today, clearing the understory from the ridge line at the entrance of Waterworks Park. Residents have said that people driving by the park don't even know it's here. So our goal is to uncover this beautiful asset so that passersby will be able to see and know it's here. But also from the view up here, you'll be able to see the Kansas City skyline while you're enjoying the park.
One of the things we've always wanted to do is clear out the hillsides that run parallel to North Oak Traffic Way. One of the reasons why we want it cleared out is, one, there's very invasive honeysuckle which spreads rampant all over Missouri and in our parks. It eliminates all desirable growth, including trees, and it adds safety, security for those in the park when you get rid of the undergrowth.
Today's effort is both KC Park staff and our volunteer ambassadors. Our ambassadors are incredibly helpful for something of this magnitude because you can have our staff doing the heavy lifting, using the chainsaws, while our volunteers are able to pull all of the understory down the ridge line so that our loader can take it away.
One of the reasons why volunteers are so important to Parks Department is it cuts down costs, it gets community involvement, so they own ownership into this park. They can tell their friends, family, look what I did today. Let's take a trip to Waterworks and I'll show you. Word spreads, whether it's by word of mouth, social media, and the importance of what they're doing to the public property.
This is a great example of how the community and KC Parks can work together to address resident concerns or just to beautify our spaces together. We believe that when the community comes together to take care of our assets, everyone benefits, and by the time we leave here today, we'll have made a huge difference.